So, Josh, what's life like at second base?
It's different for sure. Got super used to the outfield, but second base is a lot of fun so far. Loving the guys. I mean, they kind of just took me in with open arms and showed me the ropes, kind of. So I'm enjoying it.
What's your experience with the position before you moved over?
I played it in high school a good bit. In summer ball and stuff like that, I always played second base or third base. So, but I mean, that was 4 years ago. So it's definitely been. I've gotten super used to the outfield. So it's definitely still a transition, but kind of all coming back to me now. But
Yeah, I mean, just building off that a little bit, obviously this was something that Gavin Dugas did last year. I was wondering if you've had any conversations with him this offseason about just the transition and what it's like making that move from outfield to infield, and just maybe any advice he could have given you during that process.
yeah, I mean, I talked to Gavin a good bit. Right whenever it first started, he did not believe me. He thought I was lying, and then he came to a fall inter squad, and I was playing second base. So we kind of talked about it after that. His big thing was just making the routine plays, because I mean, I don't have to do anything extra out there. If I just field the ground ball when I get it and get the out, and that's all that really matters at the end of the day. I don't have to try to be anything fancy. Just make the play whenever the ball's hit to me.
Is there some advantages to having, 3/4 of the infield new? You guys kind of all get to learn together. I mean, I know Bear played some last year, but, just everybody kind of learning together.
Yeah, I think there's definitely an advantage to it. Having guys like Tommy and Ben, who were here last year and are really good infielders, having them kind of right there with us, walking us along with how Coach Johnson does infield practice and things like that. He works our legs a lot, gets us staying low, and he gives us water breaks, but it's a lot of work out there. But it's definitely a lot of fun having guys that weren't here last year, like all the freshmen, and then Michael Brazwell. We're just kind of all doing everything together, and it makes it a lot of fun.
Josh, right here, what's kind of been your viewpoint of Michael Brazwell, and how's that chemistry and continuing to kind of develop together?
He's a vocal guy. He's always talking out there at shortstop. Helps me out a lot because, I mean, I haven't played second base in a while, so there's still a lot of things that I'm still getting used to within the game, and he's really helping me out a lot. I mean, there'll be balls hit, and he's telling me what to do while he's doing what he's supposed to do, so he's definitely a big help. I mean, 2 years starting in the SEC on the infield, that really helps out a lot, so he's been a great help for me.
What kind of effect did Brady Neal have in the locker room following his injury last year, especially in like overall in the super regionals and whatnot?
Oh, Brady's an awesome locker room guy. He's first one there for you when you do good in the game. And I mean, if you're having a tough day, he's right there with you. He'll talk to you, like poke fun at you. But I mean, it's a lot of fun. He's a great locker room guy. I mean, the injury didn't really change him as a person. He stuck with it. He's grinding through the injury, getting out of it now. But he's always been a great locker room guy for sure.
Back here, it's all right. Can you talk about Cade Anderson since he's been on campus and maybe what you've seen from him?
Oh, he is nasty. I had to face him first day of live at bats, and it was kind of a wake up call. Hadn't hit in like a month or something because leaving summer ball, coming back to school, and I mean he just blew me up with the fastball. So he'll definitely be good for us. He's a hard worker, super smart kid. I'm excited to see him during the season for sure.
You talk about the positional versatility on this team. Obviously, you, Jake Brown, Hayden Travinsky, Brady, y'all kind of moving around a little bit throughout this offseason. Just what kind of benefits can that have for you guys going into 2024, knowing that you have a bunch of guys that can play several positions?
Yeah, it helps coach out a lot because him writing the lineup on that day, having guys who can play 2 to 3 positions, it definitely helps him out, trying to put the best lineup out there possible every day. So we've all been working as hard as we can to be able to play anywhere we can on the field.
How open were you originally to the idea of moving to second base, and do you think it helps your potential professional prospects at all by doing this?
Yeah, I was excited about it. It's a new challenge in the game. I mean, it's still the same game of baseball, but I mean, outfield to infield, it is almost like a completely new game. So it was definitely a lot of fun. I was a little nervous first inter squad game, but practice was, I mean, doing things I haven't done in 4 years. It was a lot of fun, and I mean, not as concerned as like the draft and things like that. I'm really just how I can help the team this year.
Josh, we're reliving a few moments in here. Tommy talking about his home run. Since that catch you made, how much have you heard about it? And after the game, you acted like it's no big deal. I just made a catch. But how is it taking on new life?
At the time, in the game, I didn't really think much of it. I expected myself to make that catch, so it wasn't. I didn't think like I did anything crazy or anything like that. But going back home, they gave me the key to the city for the catch. So it was definitely, I was like, wow, like that was kind of a thing we practice every single day. So, I mean, it was awesome, but we expect to make plays like that for our pitchers who are working hard. So, I mean, I'm trying to do it again this year.
Your teammates say you have no pulse, that you don't get very high or low. Do you bring that calming presence to the team as a leader, do you think? Or?
I try to stay grounded wherever I'm at. If I'm having a tough day, if I'm having a really good day, try to be the same person throughout everything, and I feel like that really helps me. No matter what can be presented my way, it'll help me stay where I'm at and be prepared.
Do you get anything cool with the key to the city? Can you get in anywhere?
I haven't found anything I can unlock with it yet, but it's pretty cool. I have it hanging in my room right now, so I like it a lot.
What's it going to take, I guess, for the guys that have been here to kind of, hit the reset button and pull the guys that haven't along with them?
Yeah, that's been kind of our motto this fall, is that we're not defending the national championship or anything like that. We're attacking this new year. Guys, we've kind of flushed it. We talk about, I don't think Coach Johnson celebrated last year's national championship. He's got back to work, got a new roster built for this year, and we're all super excited, and we're ready to do it again.
A simple question about what have you learned about playing second base? Like, what are some things you didn't know previously that now, that's how you do it,
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. In high school, you kind of just work on fielding the ground balls and catching throws. You don't really learn the ins and outs. And in the outfield, I mean, ball gets hit in the gap, I run and I throw it to the infielder, and I kind of just know that they're supposed to be there. And now it's kind of the other way. Like, I know I have to be there for the outfielders to throw the ball to me. And that was just kind of something I never really thought about. I thought I was just going to be out there fielding ground balls. But it's a big change for sure.
What's harder, left field or second base?
Oh, it's a good question. Right now, probably second base, because I played outfield for a long time. But I think it just kind of depends on what you've been doing your whole life. For me, last year, I would say outfield was way easier than infield. But if you ask me that question in a couple months, I might answer second base a little easier.
I know you're a competitor and a high-level one. Is there kind of a grace period you're giving yourself throughout the early portion of these scrimmages and getting into the early part of the season of just learning the nuances in a game atmosphere of this position?
I'm trying to hold myself to a high standard, but not be super tough on myself, because I know it's going to be tough. I'm going to make errors. It's a little different than the outfield. In the outfield, you're not supposed to make near as many errors because, I mean, you get fly balls hit to you. In the infield, you get some really hard ground balls hit to you, so errors are going to happen, and it's just kind of something you got to get used to. But definitely, I'm still attacking it for sure. Don't want to give myself too much leeway or anything like that. I want to be hard on myself for sure, but I don't want to be too hard that I'm playing down out there. I want to play aggressive on the infield for sure.
Did you own an infield glove before you took the spot here?
I did not. I'm using Monster Milem's infield gloves right now.
Still?
Yeah, still right now.
Okay. Are you just looking for one?
I have one now. I'm breaking it in, so
Yeah.
I might have it by the season. Hopefully.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else for Josh? All right, thank you, Josh.
Yep. Thank you.